Okay, so today we're going to be doing basically like the first maybe hour or so of Terraria tutorial. So once you've got Terraria loaded up, you for your first time you click on single player. So don't worry about all of these other characters, these are just ones I've already got. So then you can press new, and even though the automatic mode is journey, I would do classic because there's loads of extra mechanics on journey mode, and I think they're a bit too complicated for a first playthrough. So then you can choose what your character looks like. So I'm just gonna do that. I'll do that. Okay. So then you can name him. So I'll just name him. And so for your first time, you should probably favorite him. So here we go. So you press play, and then don't worry about these again. Press new. Right, and then for your first playthrough, I would probably do maybe Crimson and maybe World Size Large. So that's that. Then you press create. And if it's large, it will take a while to create, so do 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 do. So as you can see, so that will look like that if it's Crimson, and you'll notice the difference if it's Corruption. This is taking a while. Maybe I'm gonna find that the second I go underground, there is chests absolutely everywhere. That would just be luck beyond on luck. Nothing. Do you like wings? Who wouldn't want to fly? Of course, obviously, who wouldn't want to fly? You said that thing already. So when will so that's talking about the Old Ones Army, which we'll get to maybe a few episodes time. Yes, and is overpowered, I know that. I'm getting bored of you trying to create the world. Final cleanup. Bubble of clarity, so you should favour that as well. Bubble of clarity. So, when you start off, first thing you're gonna do is so you start with this in your the weapon as the thing that you can use. So this is the early on weapon. So it's pretty weak, but it's fairly fast, so it can be helpful with dealing with zombies. So you'll want to kill some slimes when they come to you. So then you can scroll onto this one and then scroll onto this one. And a good tip is to press Control, and then you can start chopping down the trees by pressing the left mouse button, and your character will do that. So to move around, you use A to move. So it's basically like all PC or Mac games. It's just the normal controls. So, and jumping is the spacebar. So you can keep on exploring and coming down trees. So I would recommend exploring as much as possible. So we're about to head out exploring. So to get into your inventory, you press escape, and then so you scroll for this. So going down, you scroll up. So there we go. So then you should get a workbench and then put it in your hotbar and put it down there. Then move over it. And as you can see, there's tons of new stuff you can make. So you should make as many torches as you can. Maybe so you right click to make stuff, maybe about 50 wood platforms if you can. So if you can't make this stuff, then it doesn't matter. Then you make a wood helmet, a wood breastplate, and wood greaves. And you should also try and make sure that this setting is on. You press escape there and settings to go to this thing. Then you make a wooden sword and a wooden bow. So if you get something which has loads of minor things and red writing, you should make another one of the item. So hasty is one of the best modifiers. Maybe make another wooden sword. Get a modifier. So these things, so like annoying and hasty, they're called modifiers. What? What on? can swing your sword when you see these things that look like mushrooms, because you can use them to heal. And here's a tip, so when you see that this is low, those hearts are low, you press H and it eats your best healing thing, which heals some of your health. So you keep on heading out, and then you can, if you see a dent in the ground like this, which is a cave, then you can start placing torches and into it. Now these things which you can smash with a swing of your sword are called pots. So they can drop money and lesser healing potions. So they're a slightly better type of healing thing. Instead of 15, they do 50. So then you can go on to this. Now, we got an umbrella, which is a good weapon. I think I haven't really got them much. So, and there's also potions. 45-minute duration. So, I might discover some new stuff in this, so you should try to mine the chest after you've looted it. So, and then you might find blue slime, so you can dismantle them with whatever weapon you have, seeing as you won't always, and then you can press control again to deactivate it, and then the stuff is placed at your cursor. So if you see those, then my tip is to do this, and then mine go up here. So you can, I didn't know you could get potions from chests. Oh, and the umbrella is actually really useful because it actually slows your falling. So we have now come across a abandoned house, I think that they're called. So once you find one of these, you open the door, so you can just walk into it, and then you do the same that you do with other chests, and then you can grab this money and put it in that slot, grab the torches and put it there. Well, I don't see the point in this chest. There's a magic mirror and recall potions. And the recall potions, you use them up, but the magic mirror you don't. Okay, anyway, so you grab the bombs because there's a useful thing that I'll show you in a minute. Then you grab the magic mirror and the ropes and the shurikens because they're quite early on. So maybe grab the archery potions. Oh, we got an iron skin potion. So if you find things that look like that, then what I would do is break them because they drop life crystals, and they're called life crystals. And when you break life crystals, and when you eat life crystals, so you basically just use them, you get more life. So let's see this in action. So look closely up here. Can you see that an extra heart appeared? Being filled in because of the damage I took though. So make sure the enemies can't knock you off. Place like that. So you press S to climb down ropes and W to climb up them. So as you can probably tell, platforms can be extremely useful. So you place them like any other block, but you can jump through them. So you can like stack them on top of each other and climb up. So if your playthrough doesn't go quite as well as mine, it'll probably be because I'm getting quite good at Terraria now. So yeah. So let's open this chest and yet another magic mirror. Mining boots. You should probably hold on to these and save them for a bit later on. So like when you're in a slightly harder biome. There's different biomes. Like underground's its own biome. So shurikens, you can throw them. So that can be quite useful for situations like this one. So you can just throw the shurikens. Now, somewhere along your adventure, you'll probably find something that looks a bit like this. Now, when you come across one of these, so you have plenty of torches, and you can right click and on when it shows that, and then you get on this minecart. Oh, and you press R to get off them. So here's another chest. So at some point you might find something that says equipable. If you find one of those, then first try placing it in here. And if that doesn't work, try putting it in here and then on all of these different slots. So that and armor. So if it says helmet or breastplate or looks like that, then you can put it in those 3 slots which are up first, so you can grab that. So you don't want to use this at night until you're pretty confident, because that summons a boss. So I'll talk about them later. I'll grab that. So we've been lucky, really lucky, because you see this thing here. Well, that's an iron anvil, and getting one this early on, in the first half an hour of this tutorial is amazing luck. So you should probably go slowly so you don't press forwards. Okay. So now we found another house. So we're having pretty good luck because minecarts are really useful for helping you find treasure, because they travel you around the underground quite quickly, and I think they might be bigger on large worlds. So then, if you're lucky in chests, you'll find spelunker potions and maces, and a mace. So maces, as you can see, are pretty powerful. So we'll equip that. You can also get throwing knives and spelunker potions. So you get hunter potions and gold. So you might die at some point during your adventure. So if that happens, don't worry. It happens a lot, especially early game, when every enemy seems crazily overpowered. So with a mace you can either swing it around you like this by holding here, or you can send it out like that. And we're having yet more incredible luck, because one of the good things you'll find early game is the mining helmet. So it provides light when worn. So if you equip that, then as you can see, it gives you light. So this is very useful early game, as you can probably imagine, especially when slime can be difficult to take down. So yeah, that's good. So you can do that. So that isn't a good noise early game. So you might be wondering what all of this stuff that doesn't look like stone or dirt is. And those are ores. So during a playthrough Terraria, you'll find yourself mining up a lot of ores. No, we don't want to do that. Oh wait, maybe we do. So yes, we got into the chest. this is really good. So now, if you find this, you don't need ropes. Grab some other stuff, so dynamite can be useful. So flaming arrows. See what? There wasn't really much else in here that we can get to without getting killed. So that's enough exploring over that way. So this, it summons ropes. So you might have, if you have been playing for slightly longer and have like looked at the wiki perhaps, then you might have heard of summoning weapons. And although this says summons, this isn't actually a summoning weapon, because summoning weapons do damage, whereas this doesn't. So we're going in the other direction now. That's that. And that minecart did do us well, but all good things come to an end. So that's the end of the minecart. And as soon as we finish one, we find another. No. Okay. So we don't really want that. More dynamite is good. More flaming arrows is good. More torches is also good. So, see, life crystals. You should probably make it your mission to find them. Okay. So remember not to try not to fall in anything. Sometimes it can be difficult though. So I'll quickly build that for when we come back this way. And then we can do that and that. And then oh, I think we might have found another thing. So if you see one of those, then mine. So it can be any colour, but that sort of shape, it's never good. So you might find this, I'd say it isn't really worth it. So more spelunker potion is nice. So, if you find skeletons, then it's probably time to come away. So once you've pretty much got a full inventory and you've got plenty of bars, then you've got a magic mirror, then it's probably a good time to use that magic mirror to teleport home. So here we are at home, sweet home. So by now it's probably night. So night means zombies come to get you, which in most games isn't good at all. So place whatever you have down. So I'd say we should probably make the platinum bow upgrade. And maybe, no, we can't make the tungsten pickaxe. So, click run roll and craft whatever looks useful. So the platinum bow, pretty OP early game. So you need platinum bars to make it. So now we'll do a bit more surface exploring. So we'll probably do about an hour's worth in this episode. So there we go. So when you hear that noise, that means there's a zombie nearby. So if you hear that, so if you find a massive tree like that, it's best to head down the platforms and look in this chest, because sometimes, but not always, they can contain the finch stuff. Uh-oh. No, zombie, don't. Okay. 2 chests. So, another equipable item. A shine potion. Don't really need that. Might be good for later. Get on. But I have a feeling this tree's playing around with me. Need that. That could be useful, I suppose. More arrows. Swiftness potion. Okay. When you hear that noise, that means a worm's coming to get you. So, in this game, any noise that doesn't sound right, at the first noise that doesn't sound right, you run. That's the rules. If you disobey them, you die. So I'm gonna head over this way. So, I'm determined to get the finch stuff. Turns out, my determination was for nothing. Except the fact that there's another tree here. Okay. So, now, once you've finished exploring any trees that you find, you carry on exploring out. So, got here. And smash any pots that you find. So, probably won't explore too deep in this cave. Like, I think that's probably enough exploring of that. Because we've done a fair amount of cave exploration already. And it can get boring. So... want to quickly... Okay, so I think it has a limited range. Okay. Maybe if it doesn't find anything upwards. But this could actually be quite good for finding floating islands. So, if you find a desert, it's best to get your bow ready for vultures. So, with a platinum bow and fire and flaming arrows,